Okay, I'm going to start from scratch. Build another kind of simple composition, and then introduce some new topics. So, first order of business, just if you haven't done it already, set your project to wherever you are working. Which for me is users, working on my Dropbox. So many folders, teaching. Design in 3D. I'll stick it over here so I have it handy for next time. Set. Quit. All right, then I launch Maya again. Alrighty. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to work modular. I'm going to call this scene underlayer underscore scene merge AOVs number extension. Just do a few frames. Right. We're gonna just have Instagram square for now. Great, and then we will save the scene. So we're gonna call blocks demo. Blocks demo. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros .mb save as. I have imported a reference scene to just help me kind of keep track of stuff. All right, so you're not going to see that. You're just going to see perspective. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make some 1 unit size building blocks. It's going to be very modular with this version. All right, so we're going to create a cylinder. We'll have it point right at us. We'll have lots of subdivisions. All right. All we're going to need for now, so if you right click on the object, you go into component mode. I'm going to delete all those extra components. Back to object mode. So I can either hit D and move it over, or I can center pivot, modify center pivot. So another handy thing about Maya is this. So how Maya works is it's basically running commands all the time. So everything I've done since I've opened this file has been recorded, right? And this gives you really tremendous power. This is part of the reason why Maya is so popular. So for example, if I wanted to just repeat a task, I could just grab these things and do it again. So, so that's cool. And because it's basically the way the program works is it's just a collection of commands that are written in MEL, Maya Embedded Language. Don't have to worry about that at the moment. It makes it easy to save little snippets of commands and reuse them however you like. So we have all these shelves here. These are all preset shelves, that come as part of default. There's also a shelf called custom. And in this custom shelf, you can store any command you start to use a lot, right? So you don't have to go through the menu, center pivot, let's see what modify, center pivot. So all you have to do is hit Command Shift, and whatever command you want to have handy will be in the shelf. So if I move this over here, somewhere crazy, and I want to center it. I just press that button. And then to hammer home what's actually happening, if I go edit, I right click on it. See, all this shelf is a command, right? So any task you want to do, you can kind of copy and paste it from this thing down here, the script editor, or you could save it from over there, and then you can have it whenever you need it. All right, so this is our full circle. So we might as well name it full circle, and we're going to make a few other ones. We'll call this half circle. Quarter circle. All right, and if you're ever kind of flying away in space and you want to just frame something up, you just hit F. All right, so our full circle, cool. I'm going to solo my half circle. Right click on face, delete the ones I don't want. All right, and then we'll do our quarter. All right. So far we've only kind of looked at, we're going to kind of just tease out a few modeling things as we go. We've only looked at, selecting components, whatever one we want, and we know that we can move them around to alter the geometry. We also know that we can delete components. We did that to turn our cube into a set. The next kind of thing we're going to do is extrude. So an extrude is basically takes the face and like punches it out. It builds geometry. So to do that, you can either select particular components, like if I only wanted to extrude particular faces, I could extrude them. Or if I want to extrude this whole thing, which is what I want to do at the moment, I go to Mesh, Edit Mesh, Extrude. And see the little shape changes, and basically it's going to like add some geometry to it. And I want it to be 1 unit, so I'm holding X. And if we look at this thing for a second, so I'm going to add another shelf button here. Window. Node editor. All right, hit the node editor. Map the input and output connections. I have my shape. And then I extrude, and it makes a new shape. All right. All right, and this extrude, we can, change it after the fact if we want. We can add divisions to it. We can scale it, twist it, do whatever. But for now, this is all we want. All right, so that's my quarter circle. Let's do my half circle. Another thing you can do is if you shift, so if you right click on it, it does the components. If you shift right click, it tries to give you commands you might need. Oh, there we go. There's extrude. That's handy. All right. Hide that. Show that. Oops. Shift right click, extrude, and down X. All right. All right, we can add a few more blocks. So for this cube, I'm gonna right click, gotta grab just this edge. Right click on the edge, delete edge, sorry, right there. All right, it's another little unit. Maybe while I'm at it, I will move the pivot the corner, that over there. Make another unit. This time we'll make it 2 units. Okay, if you get kind of disoriented, you can always go back to the default view. There we go, 2 units wide. Subdivision 2 in the width. Edge. Right click, delete edge. All right. Move this over. All right, just making blocks here. Another thing that might be nice is to have some circles. So in the recordings, I show you how to render curves, but we haven't covered that in class yet, so I'll cover it again. In this session, so I'm going to make a NURB circle. I want to orient it in Z. All right.